I am so embarrassed. So I'm here to tell the story that I tweeted about. I tweeted out probably an hour ago saying, I'll put the tweet up on the screen, but saying something along the lines of, at least now when people ask me my most embarrassing moment, I have something to tell. So I'm here to tell that moment. It just happened like an hour ago, so it's really fresh. So I'm still really freaking embarrassed about it. But I thought I would try to turn the embarrassing into good and just tell you guys about it and maybe get a story time out of it. So here we are. As you guys know, I'm a middle school teacher. I teach students who are in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And the common denominator is that they all have autism. They are middle schoolers, and therefore they are very, they have behaviors that are surrounding hormones. Okay, just keep that in mind. So today, I teach social skills. So I'm teaching things like manners and how to behave in different social scenarios, what hidden expectations are. So like when you get into a classroom, what are the hidden expectations? What are you supposed to do? Even though it's not listed, kind of thing, right? So there's so much to social skills, but just to set the stage for what's going on. So today what we were doing was I split the class into 2 different parts. The first part is that we were doing what I call a walk and talk. And it's nice out. So we were gonna do a walk and talk, and then we were gonna do missing assignments because we're going back full time starting Monday. We've been doing hybrid and we're starting fresh, right? So I wanted to do missing assignments to kind of get it finished and kind of wrap up the past. But first, we need to go on a walk and talk, which means that they can talk to their friends as long as it's an appropriate conversation, one that and what I qualify as appropriate, I tell them, one that you wouldn't mind your teacher, your grandma, your parent hearing. And so we're talking about that, we're setting the expectations, and then I say, okay, you need to stay between, we call him Mr. John, is one of the paraprofessionals. You need to stay between Mr. John and myself. I'll be at the front of the line. The front of the line. Good decisions, Claire's World, good decisions. So anyway, I start leading them. We are doing 1 loop around the middle school property. So that means all the way around the field, right? So it should take us about 20 minutes. We're walking, we're talking. I'm talking to a few students, having a good time. I have one student who is having a little bit of behavior, as in he didn't want to walk. He doesn't want to walk. He doesn't want to do any kind of exercise. He thinks that it's pointless, and he thinks that it's a baby class that I'm teaching. So he's pushing back against, excuse me, sorry, I'm a little flustered still. He's pushing back against, being in special education, which is fine. But so basically, we walk out the front door, we're walking, we're talking. I drop a student off to talk. So one of the principals he really likes special education. He comes out to see what we're doing, and I have a student who is not understanding why you can't, why we shouldn't say things like, be careful in the road, you might get snatched by somebody, and like he'll say like different inappropriate things because he doesn't have the social skills to know otherwise. Anyways, so I drop him off to talk to a principal. We're walking, everything's going great, we're multitasking, and then the principal kind of cuts through the field as we walk around, right? Meets us with this student over here, says hello, is kind of acting a little strange, but didn't think anything of it. I just thought, okay, maybe it was kind of a crappy conversation, right? This kid is kind of hard to deal with, so understandable. Foreshadowing. Anyways, So we keep walking, talking. I get all the way around the entire building back to the front door to go back inside. And the other principal, so there's 2 male vice principals, and then, not that it matters, but our principal is a female. So the other male vice principal comes out and is just like casually like hanging out there, opens the door for the kids to go back in as I'm like getting ready to give instructions. And he goes, "Here, Miss Claire's World," and hands me a jacket. And I look down at my phone and I get a text message from the paraprofessional, Mr. John, and guess what the text said? "By the way, Miss Claire's World, your pants are ripped. Pretty significantly." Yeah. I had walked 20 minutes in front of my class with ripped pants on my butt. Ripped. Let me show you so you can get an understanding of what I'm talking about when I say ripped. Okay, ready? This is what I was talking about when I say my pants were ripped. Ready? It's okay for the internet, but it's just embarrassing. This entire rip. So yeah, that was my day today. And I am extremely embarrassed, and
I thought that I had everybody.
I hope you enjoyed my story time. I embarrassed myself a lot, so if you did enjoy it, make sure you hit the like and subscribe, and I can tell you all the embarrassing things I do.
All just because
Peace.